How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. I want to look through Ark Invest's top stocks. I think this will be really interesting because Ark Invest is known as one of the most innovative mutual fund companies or ETF companies out there. They have produced massive returns over the last year, and a lot of people look to them because they are focused on disruptive innovation. So, a lot of stocks that are changing the game and are making massive returns in the process. So, I'm going to go over the top 6 stocks, and I haven't really seen anyone do this recently, but you might see a little bit of a trend here at the end for their top companies. I think it's going to be really interesting. We'll just briefly cover each one because I don't want to hold you here for 25 minutes or anything like that. But before we get into it, if you don't mind hitting the like button, I really appreciate that. Also, if you want to hit subscribe, I really appreciate that too. It means a lot. And if you want 4 free stocks through WeBull, definitely check out the link down below. You can get shares of Google, of Facebook. There are 2 shares that you can get that are up to $1,600. So just deposit $100. It helps out the channel a lot too. So I appreciate that. You know, Christmas is the time of giving. So if you want to support the channel, you can do that. And if you want to know exactly what I'm buying and what I'm selling in real time, you can join our Patreon group. We have over 700 people there that are looking for the best stocks every day. So definitely check that out. Now, the first stock on this list is one that I've talked about before and one that I own a pretty good amount of, and that's Teledoc. So Teledoc is a company that they've been adding a lot to recently. You can see here they have about $20 million that they just bought the other day, and that's just in one of their portfolios. Fun fact, this is the only stock on the list that is in 4 of their 5 portfolios, and overall between all their different holdings, they have about $850 million worth. Now, if you don't know what Teledoc is, they are a telehealth company that is focused on being able to provide people the best care and the best service at home. So they are doing video conferencing for different doctor's appointments. I've covered this in different videos before. I think this is a really bright company moving forward. They have a lot of potential in an age where we are kind of worried to go out and about anyways. So a lot of people are moving to telehealth. They're able to get really good care from home. It's a lot quicker. You don't have to wait. You don't have to travel. You can get the service a lot cheaper than at a normal doctor's office. So this is the first company on the list. I think this is a good company going forward. Now, the next company on this list is Square. So they've been buying a lot of Square recently too. You can see $7 million just as of yesterday in one portfolio, 3.6 in another. Overall, they have over $1 billion, about $1.08 billion worth of Square. And if you don't know what Square is, they're a financial service, merchant service. They do payment processing for small businesses. Now they've moved up a lot this year, going from under $50 a share, or under $40 a share, all the way up over 400%. Now, I don't personally hold Square. I think that there are a lot of competitors in the space, but Square's done really well this year and has been able to give a massive return. The next company on this list is Roku. So Roku is another company that they're buying a lot of. You can see 8 million one day, 3 million another, 13 million another. It's only in 2 portfolios, but overall, they have over $1.18 billion in Roku. Roku is a streaming service. You can see here it's a publicly traded company from San Jose. Roku has an advertising business and also licenses its hardware and software to other companies. So I don't hold any Roku either, but again, this is another company that's moved up massively on the year from about $64 a share all the way up over 348%. Now, the next company on the list, we're starting to see a little bit of a trend with this one, is Nvta. Now, this is a company that they have a significant portion into. Again, this is their 3rd biggest company in their portfolio of companies. They operate as a genetic information company. This company specializes in providing information for genetic diagnostics, pre-implementation, and carrier screening for inherited disorders. Now, this is a company they have not really been buying in recently. You can see here they don't have any buy-sells for the last week. But this is a pretty interesting company. I didn't think that this would be one of their top picks, but you can see that they have a significant portion of their money, about $1.17 billion in this company. Now, we're getting to the big boys here. We have number 2 on the list, and this company is CRISPR. So if you haven't heard about CRISPR, I actually did a 10-page paper on it in college about 4 years ago. And honestly, instead of doing that paper, I should have just been investing in the company because they have moved up a lot. And they are a really interesting company because a large majority of them are owned by insiders and from institutions. you can see just Ark alone owns $1.25 billion, and they're the largest investor in this company. You can see almost 70% of this company is owned by institutions. About 14% are held by insiders. So this doesn't leave a lot for the general public, and they have been moving up a lot. If you don't know what they are a company that works on genetic sequencing and basically being able to cut out certain genes and replace them. So think about this company working with the last company and how one company can screen and then the other can actually take out genes and replace them with proper genes. Now, this company has moved up a lot this year too. Just here today, they're up 10%, but they've moved from about $37 a share up to $146. And since I talked about it a couple of years ago, in 2017, they moved from about $19 a share to $145. This is also a company that they've been buying a lot of here. You can see 8 million one day, 11 million the next, 3 million, 2.5, 11, 8. They've been adding a lot to this company. And then the last company on this list is Tesla. So they own about $1.85 billion worth of Tesla. And Tesla is an interesting one because this is the one that they really got their name from. This is the company that they called out would be a 10x stock, a 20x stock, a 30x stock. And it's done really well for them. Now they're actually selling Tesla every once in a while because they want to keep it at about 10% of each of their portfolios, but it continues to go up. You can see that they're buying one day and then selling the next because it goes up. It is an interesting company that I own myself. Again, most people know what Tesla does, but they are working on electric cars. They have grown a lot over the last year, now pushing up to record highs, and it seems like every other week they're at record highs. Another company that I think has a bright future, but I wanted to just show you their top 6 holdings. Again, not too many people show them. I think there was a video maybe a year ago or 6 months ago or something that was showing their top holdings, but obviously these change. So I definitely wanted to show you how these compare to each other, how much they have in each, and show you the general business model of each along with how much they're buying and selling at various times to see if this is a company that they continuously are investing in. Now, the trend that I was talking about was the fact that 3 of these companies are in health, and then the other ones are in streaming, finance, and then again, another company like in Tesla that is trying to make the world better. They are really focused on companies that are trying to make the world better and growing. I think that that's a good way of investing because generally these companies are ones that grow. A lot of people want to invest in companies that do well for the world instead of companies that kind of destroy people. So that is something that I would consider when you're looking at these companies. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Let me know if you like this, and if you want videos like this in the future, definitely hit the like button and tell me which of these 6 companies you like the most for the future and what you've maybe invested in. Thank you for checking out WeBull and checking out Patreon if you want to know if I'm buying or selling any of these companies. And if you want to know the stock that I just bought today, you can check out this video on the end screen. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in this video.